Good morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told out of Voice of Radio, so today we need to talk about a bunch of news stories that have come up over the past few days that we haven't got to yet, and I want to start off with this Pikachu. We love this Pikachu, ladies and gentlemen. This Pikachu is awesome and brilliant, and we love it. And it is awesome. I mean, I did tell you this last time, but do remember the artist who did this is actually the same artist who won the illustration competition doing this Charizard, and I don't think it takes a genius to figure out that these cards are very clearly supposed to be paired up. They've got a nice little pair of artwork here, and I just think that's wonderful. I really, really appreciate the work that they've done here. Just, making this happen. It's brilliant. Honestly. Yeah. It's lovely. Go team, ladies and gentlemen. Go team. Now, this Pikachu, as it stands at the moment, it's not a terribly good card. It's 3 energy, 30 damage, flip a coin until you get tails, and it does 30 more damage for every heads. Which is fine. It's alright. But that's not really the point, yeah? This is not meant to be some kind of playable card or anything silly like that. This is supposed to be just a quick, yeah, it's alright. It's fine. But like I say, the goal of this card is really just as a cool Worlds promo. And make no mistake about it, this is a Worlds promo. This is supposed to be a Worlds promo. Sometimes I worry about, is it really a Worlds promo or not? For some cards, I have no such worry for this card. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm being a dum-dum. Okay, right. It is a Worlds promo, but I've just noticed something that I frankly should have noticed before. You see, in other Asian territories, I showed you this card previously, in other Asian territories, it actually had the Worlds 2023 stamp on it. There was no question as to whether it was a Worlds promo or not, because it very literally had the World stamp on it. That is actually not the case here. This has no World stamp. So what that means is that it's still the same card, but now we can enter back into that really annoying question of, well, does it technically count as a Worlds promo or not? My feeling is, even though they've taken the stamp off, it is still a card that was designed for the World Championships. It's still got the kind of Pikachu versus Charizard thing going on. In my eyes, and as always, feel free to disagree or all of that. But in my eyes here, this is very much this is a Worlds promo. I stand by this. I believe this is a Worlds promo. So, yeah. Feel free to be, argumentative. That's fine. It's all good. I'm with you. I understand and not everybody's going to love it. For me personally, I do think this is absolutely brilliant. So, yeah. Worlds promo Pikachu. There wasn't actually a Worlds promo everywhere because in Singapore, Malaysia, the Philippines and Hong Kong, it has actually been released with an Asia Championship Series 23 to 24 stamp. So it's got a stamp, but it's not actually a World stamp. So it's kind of all over the place here, honestly. It's a little bit weird, but hey-ho. This is being given out at tournaments over in Japan. From September the 22nd, there is going to be a campaign to present this at Pokemon card gyms nationwide. And this will be a participation tournament, which is good. And there are a bunch of events, as a list here on the screen, which will basically show, this is where you can go and pick this up. It's a very cool card. It's one that I'm a big fan of, and I'm hoping we get an English version of this. As it stands at the moment, like I say, we've got the World Stamp version in various countries. We've got the Asia Championship stamped one, and now we've got the Japan one, which actually doesn't have a stamp at all. So it's all getting a little bit weird, frankly. Sorry. I wish I could give you some kind of better answer for this. I do. That's just not where we are, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen. This is just where we are. Sorry about that. Either way, it's a very cool card, and I love it. You know what else I love? World's trophy cards. The lovely Stephen Kent, he of Playscape Games, did get some pictures at Worlds of the new trophy cards. And if anybody's out there thinking, well, hang on a second, Wassy, you were at Worlds. Could you not have gotten pics of the trophy cards yourself? The answer is yes. I could have done, but casting and just to be clear, I am not complaining in any way, shape or form. It was awesome. But casting Worlds, there's quite a lot to do. It's a very busy time. So yes, I was there. Yes, I could have got a picture of it. But honestly, anytime I was in that part of the hall, I was generally either rushing from one place to another, or I was trying to watch the other games that were going on to get information to share on the stream. So sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we're using Steven's pictures, but Steven's great, so that's okay. One of the interesting things is this is new artwork. Now, there is a trend I've noticed this year. I have seen many posts from people trying to buy the World's promos this year. So if you've got all the trophy cards, if you've got trophy cards to sell, just, hold on a little bit, because there are people who are actively trying to buy them, and I've seen multiple. And also, they are trophy cards. Don't feel pressure to sell. I always see, because I'm everywhere, I'm following everything to do with Pokemon. There's always people trying to buy these cards at the conclusion of Worlds. But this year, more so than other years, I've seen a real trend of people kind of aggressively trying to buy these like the second World's ends. And when I say aggressively, I don't mean aggressive mannerisms. What I mean is really going all out to try and buy these immediately, almost like they're worried about the other people who are going to be trying to buy these, kind of beating them to it. So just be a little bit careful, hold on a little bit, and if you have these trophy cards and you are wanting to sell them, and I'm aware this, really applies to a very, very small subset of people, but if you are in that subset and you have these and you are trying to get rid of them, or you're not trying to get rid of them, it's probably a terrible phrase, you are willing to sell them, please do bear in mind that there are a bunch of people out there that seem to be trying to buy them, and just use that. Now, obviously, you've got the number 1, number 2, and number 3 trainers, and you've got different artwork on each of them, but it's just Pikachu holding a trophy. They have changed the artwork from previous years. It is beautiful. They are not legal for tournament play. And the reason they're not legal for tournament play, we used to have these discussions for weird cards like this. There's no regulation mark. And it really is as simple as that. If they have a regulation mark, they're legal for tournament play. These don't have a regulation mark, so they're not legal for tournament play. There we go. Plus, it's literally just, first of all, they're given out in hard cases. Why would they not be? And secondly, why would you put this in your deck and risk ruining it? Imagine you put this in your deck and somebody riffle shuffles your deck. That would be terrible. So no. It's just a cool card. And look, my dream, like many others, is to win one of these cards. But honestly, I don't really actually want to win one of these cards. And here's the reason, right? If I win one of these cards, it means I'm not casting Worlds. And I casted Worlds the last 2 years. And honestly, I've had a pretty grand old time. So, yeah. I'm cool never winning one of these if I get to keep casting Worlds. But there is one more little story I want to touch on today. And that is just the release of Gummy, ruler of the Black Flame. Now, I did see they had the version of this for Snow Hazard and Clayburst in the Pokemon Center in Osaka yesterday. And I saw somebody go up and buy the last 10 packs and then kind of celebrate. To be clear, basically what you get here is one random card and a couple of gummies. Now, there are 22 cards that are available in total here. And most of these cards are terrible. They are just junk commons and uncommons. These are not cards that you should be rushing out to try and pick up. The gummies are fine, and most of the time it's commons and uncommons. Now, in there are actually 16 commons available. There are 4 uncommons and 2 EXs, one of which is clearly Charizard. And because it's Charizard, I'm sure that will attract more attention than usual. But these are just cool things to pick up. If you see these, pick up a pack or 2. They're 110 yen per pack. But it's literally 2 little gummies, little Pokeball-shaped gummies, and 1 random card. In a box, you generally get 1 EX. You know, you get, 20 packs in a box and 1 EX, so you got a 5% chance of getting an EX. Other than that, you get 1 random Japanese common or uncommon. Don't be that person that goes and buys every last pack when you see these around. That's not cool. For now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to know what you think about these. I want to know about all these stories. I want to know anything you want to tell me, so let me know in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk about Pokemon and card games and Pokemon card games, all kinds of fun things. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.